So you can see here, before I really scratched in here, I created this sort of image that I drew lightly on here just to sort of rough it out before I began the deeper scratches in, just so I could kind of see what I was doing and plan it out. So when you've got your sort of design lightly drawn on there, you can start to use your tool to scratch in a little bit deeper. And so I'm just gonna scratch it. You want to blow it off every once in a while so you kind of see what you're doing. I'm still doing it on a tray so that it's catching any of the dust, and just kind of scratching in. You don't have to scratch too deep, just enough to get some of that white showing through. It doesn't need to be more than that. You don't need to press too hard, just enough to scratch in, because you don't want to risk like squishing your pot or cracking it or anything by like pushing too hard. And I'm just sort of roughing out the major details first and then adding the little ones in as I go. You can kind of see it's coming together, and I've got these rocks going here, so I'm just going to add some little squiggles and stuff for like, so it looks like lichens and moss, and just kind of scratching as I go, nothing too complicated. And I'm going to add some more onto here. And you can make this as detailed or not detailed as you want. You can scrape off more of the red clay than I'm scraping off. Really just do whatever you want. Do whatever makes you happy. And here's this other tree that I'm just going to stick on here. And I'm just following the lines that I drew in the beginning. Just making sure that it all comes together. The brighter white that you want to really scrape off the clay as much as possible in your lines, just so the white really comes through, because that'll be brighter after it's fired. And this will fire to like an oranger color than it is right now, kind of like a terracotta flower pot color. So now that I've just got kind of my last little details on here, just gonna finish it up. I'm gonna check it to make sure all of my lines that I drew on here are filled in and scratched out and nice and white, and just do a couple more right here. And that's the whole thing. So then I've got this design that goes all the way around. And just gonna make sure my name is on the bottom, and it is, so that's it. That's the project.